Good morning. Today it is Thursday. Um, Thursday, February 3rd. The year is 2022. We're still stuck in the middle of the coronavirus pandemic. And we're noticing something that the suits people, it seems as if there seems to be a surge in people committing suicide. So we had three well known black individuals commit suicide. For those of you who probably didn't know this, I just had it in my hand ready to go to just that fast. What is this? One was Miss America. She jumped to her death in New York City. Beautiful woman, very beautiful. The former Miss USA Chelsea Christ. Then we had the mayor of in Maryland, Kevin Ward. Kevin Ward, Cheryl Christ, and let's not forget the actress. Oh gosh, let me get her name. Her son committed suicide. So you have three people out of, there are probably thousands of suicides throughout our country. But for me personally, when I see African Americans, Black Americans commit suicide, and I personally have know several friends and acquaintances who have committed suicide in the past, but they're dead now. Who I know several people who committed suicide, and these people were intelligent, attractive, financially secure. One had just purchased a home that he was working on. I never understood the people that I personally knew committed suicide. What happened? Because it seems as if everything was going great with them, and then all of a sudden we hear that they had took their life. And we were all just told, me and my other friends would be in shock, like, well, what happened? Why did this person do this? Since we had no clue, no depression, no drama, it was, at one point, back in the 90s, I had so many friends that committed suicide that I personally began my own investigation as to why people committed suicide. I mean, when I was going to see my therapist at that time, I was asking questions. I was very confused because I didn't understand it. The rumor was these guys committed suicide because they had tested HIV positive. I don't know how much truth was to any of that. Nobody could confirm it. But to see so many attractive individuals, kind of like this former Miss USA, Chelsea Christ, this one was beautiful. I mean, beautiful. What could have been going on in her mind that she felt that she needed to take her life, and there was no other way around it? It is unfortunate, but in the black community, we're not allowed to discuss our feelings. We're not allowed to discuss how we feel or say how we feel about something. We're not allowed to say how we feel about something. We've been taught from little kids to don't tell nobody your personal business. What's done in this house stays in this house. And we're consistently taught that we can pray away and resolve whatever issues we are having through God, Jesus, and religion. And it just don't work, y'all. It's not working for us. It's not working for nobody. We don't encourage people to talk about, tell me what's on your mind. Tell me how you're feeling. That's that old saying, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Or don't tell anybody your personal your feelings, your personal business. We are encouraged even as little bitty kids to be silent about stuff. Then we get this fake positivity. Everything's happy and hunky dory. Everybody's happy, and I'm all about positive stuff. Well, life isn't always positive. There can be some negative things that we all have to go through, and we must encourage people. It's okay to talk about it. If you're feeling depressed, tell me. Talk about it. If you're having some issues and you don't understand what's going on in your life and you're having problems, it's okay to talk about it. You don't have to hide it and shove it under a rug, because I've seen too many people commit suicide and we never ever knew anything wrong was going on in their life. I had no clue. Now this guy who was the mayor of this Baltimore city, Mayor Kevin Ward, he was married with children. He had a partner. I don't know what caused him. He was the mayor. Had a good job. What would cause this man to make the decision to shoot himself in the head? What? I don't understand it. But again, we must encourage people to talk, to open up, to express themselves without fear of being, allow them to speak. Allow a person to tell you how they're feeling, regardless of if they're having a good day or a bad day. This man was only 44 years of age, married, the mayor of Hyattsville, Maryland. He shot himself on January 25th. I mean, and there's another suicide here. I just see here. The issue of suicide has captured headlines in recent weeks. Ian Alexander, 26, the son of actress Regina King. That's what I was talking about. Regina King. He was only 26 years of age. It just makes you wonder. Why? I personally have never even thought about suicide in my entire life. But you know what the difference is between me and a lot of my friends? I talk about everything. If I'm feeling good, I talk about it. If I'm feeling bad, I talk about it. And some people have accused me of oversharing information. I don't give a fuck. I'm not holding shit in. If I want to cuss your ass out, you're going to get cussed the fuck out. If I want to give you a hug, I'm going to give you a hug. That's just who I am as a person. Some people are more, they're not as vocal as I am. But I firmly believe that when you have stuff going on in your mind and in your head, and you talk about it, doing these videos has been great therapy. I talk about how I feel about the black gay community, how I feel about the black community, how I feel about my issue. Well, I just discuss it. And there's nobody here with me in this, the rubber plant, this pillow here. But I read the comments, I discuss it, I get it off my chest, and I go on about my damn day. But I know everyone isn't capable of doing that. Some people, I tell people, I've encouraged a lot of people to express themselves to YouTube, and they don't want to do it for some odd reason. Or maybe they're fearful of doing it. I don't know. I just don't have that fear. Because either you're going to like me or you're not, and I really don't give a fuck. Shit, you can kiss my black ass. And I'm dead ass serious. I'm not going to live my life sitting around here worrying, what do people think about Walter? What are they going to do for me? They ain't doing shit for me in the first place, so why the fuck should I care? Now, if it came down to suicide, I might shove somebody off the roof of the building, but I am not going to drop myself. I go up there and shove their asses off. But, people, we live our lives, I don't. But a lot of folks live their lives worried about what people think about them, how they look. Well, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Why? I used to care 30 years ago, 20 years ago. Now I don't give a fuck. Because I realize it doesn't matter how you look. Doesn't matter how handsome you are, or beautiful you are, or whatever's going on. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you look, how you talk. It doesn't matter about none of this shit. You'll never make people happy. So you better make your own self happy. And I learned years ago to focus on making me happy. fuck the rest of these motherfuckers. As long as I'm happy, and I'm happy with whatever's going on in my world, I'm fine. But even if I ain't happy, I ain't gonna hold it in. Shit. For what? I got something, people say, well, how did you and Earl last that long? Because I kept talking about shit with that motherfucker. If something was on my mind, I don't care, it'd be 2 o'clock in the morning, I'd kick open that bedroom door and turn on the lights and say, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, get your ass up. I got something I want to tell your fucking ass. I didn't hold nothing in. For what? I'm going to speak my mind. Oh, I'm scared to tell Earl. I'm scared to tell Earl what? No, I was never afraid to tell Earl a goddamn thing. It was on my mind, that motherfucker knew it. So, but some people live in fear. Scared of every damn thing. And also, we must tackle the subject of mental illness, depression. I know it plays a role in this. I know that depression, anxiety, I suffer from anxiety. Sometimes it gets really, really bad, and I have to call my doctor and take some medicine. So, I've had anxiety, and it's mainly caused by my blood pressure medicine. I've gotten it better under control because we switch medicines around. Whenever I feel the anxiety coming on, I say, okay, something not right here. And at one point, my doctor had me on a diuretic, and it would take too much water out of my system and cause me to have anxiety. Well, that was a horrible feeling. I said, okay, this ain't working. And when you got a medication that's causing anxiety, then you add Xanax and something else in there, okay, this ain't gonna work. And I had to go back to him and say, we get together. After I did my little research on that little diuretic came, I said, okay, it was removing too much water out of my system too quickly, causing me to go into, my body to go into like I was in the desert or something, which caused me to have anxiety. And then he prescribed some Xanax and some other medication to it, which was okay for the moment, but we were dealing with, it was a constant battle. So once I got rid of that medication and switched to a different medication that didn't remove water so rapidly, my anxiety went away. So I said, okay, then I need Xanax no more. Although the Xanax did keep me calm and kept me from cussing motherfuckers out. Xanax does work. But once I got rid of the switched medications, I no longer had those anxiety attacks. They were awful. Terrible, terrible, terrible. I wouldn't wish that on nobody. But I wasn't depressed. I wasn't but I do understand that when it comes down to suicide and that type of stuff, there are mental issues at play. They need to be under the care of a therapist or a psychiatrist immediately. Anyone considering harming themselves, you need to immediately let somebody know, I'm thinking about harming myself. I'm thinking about doing something drastic over here. And this is the problem. I'll never forget, I had a friend of mine, her name was Deneen Denham. She was a loan officer who used to do loans for us when we were buying and renovating houses. Beautiful. Deneen was gorgeous. Kind of like this beautiful woman, the Miss USA. Deneen was beautiful. I mean, just gorgeous. It's so articulate. Well, she committed suicide. And she hung herself in this house, this beautiful house that she had purchased. And I never understood it, the house was it was a great part of town. I never understood what was going on. Then I heard her grandmother had committed suicide. Her mother had committed suicide. She had great aunts and aunts. Her mother's sister committed suicide. This ran in their family. This was a problem that ran in their family. I mean, she hung herself. I never understood why until I heard that part of it. And Deneen left like a couple of daughters. And it was a bad situation. Like really, really bad. And she died. And because her daughters were They had children. It was a mess. It was horrible. And then to have known that so many other family members in her family had committed suicide. But it's talk to a mental health therapist and talk to somebody. I encourage people, whatever is going on in your life, get it off your chest. Talk about it. It's okay. I mean, we have to stop this. I cannot stand this fake positivity shit. Everything's got to be positive. Everybody ain't every day that you wake up is not a positive, wonderful day. There's some days I wake up and I just say, I'm going to tell the birds chirping outside to shut the fuck up. I'm trying to sleep. Y'all, when I tell you these birds be chirping over here every morning, I just lay there and listen to I wake up now and they just go crazy in the morning. It's quiet over here now. But early in the morning, birds get to chirping. It's like a damn, ain't nothing you can do about it. I mean, you just put some earmuffs in your ear, they get loud as hell out there. It's like they right at my window say, chirp, 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 why don't you get your ass up? Chirp, 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 why don't you get up, get up, get up? It's like, okay. Now, lady, I just let me get on that piece. This is ridiculous. There's like 10,000 birds just hanging around. You're crazy. I'm like, where are these birds at? Where are they? I don't know. They out here. Like, it's weird. But it broke my heart to see that, because I've seen her on an extra TV show, and I remember she won Miss USA. And then for her to commit suicide, I've got so many questions that we'll never get answers to because she's gone, and I'm sure her family members are shut down. But was she having mental health issues? Was she going through depression? Had she discussed anything? Was she having problems? Was something going on? I think I saw something when they said that at some point she was having some type of issues or some mental health issues. I'm pretty sure I saw a report something. Maybe they were guessing this or something. You know, as black folks, I love my people. But when it comes to mental health, when it comes to health, period, we won't do the right thing. I've had people call me and say, I'm going to the doctor's appointment. You always at the doctor, something going on? Yeah, I'm going to take care of my health and make sure everything's fine. I have to go in there for lab work, go in there for tests. I had COVID, they want to x-ray my chest. I'm like, okay, I was still having some issues. And I was like, well, let me go see. At first, I wasn't going to do anything. I thought about, let me get my ass and do the x-ray. I ain't get paid for it anyway. I get health insurance. So, but people were making comments like, what? Why are you always at the doctor? Like, why? And I've heard this over the years. Then when I talk to these people, they never go to the doctor. I'm like, you never went to the doctor? I ain't been to the doctor in 10 years. I ain't been to the doctor in 10 years? No, dear. If I went 10 months without going to the doctor, something is very odd going on here. I'm going to go to the doctor. I don't give a fuck what you eating, motherfucking niggas say. I'm going. I'll be right up there waiting. All right, well, check this and check that. My toe is bothering me. Check it too. Shit, I'm going there and check. I'm paying for this now. Look, I don't care if I go to the doctor. I go to my doctor appointments, and I make another one. I go every 3 months, mainly because I have blood pressure medicine, so they want to make sure the medicine's working. We go check, and I just check. When I'm there, I say check every motherfucking thing. Just check it all, shit. And just check off the list. They pull blood every damn thing. Check. Let me know what's going on. I don't have no surprise. You got cancer. Oh, no. Because last time I said I had cancer, so if you're trying to say that this cancer developed in the last few months, okay. Well, you never know what might happen. But I know one thing. I'm going to be at them doctor's appointments. I went to my therapist in a minute because I haven't had anxiety in a while. One thing I have learned that helps my anxiety and helps me feel great, let me show y'all what works for me. Let me show you what works for me. You see that motherfucking door right there? With that wreath on it? Y'all see that door? I'm pointing at that door. If I keep that door locked and don't let niggas in here, I'm perfectly fine. If that door is locked and ain't no niggas coming in here, I'm good. Ain't that something? Just lock your door. It works. It's like a miracle drug. A door lock. Keep the niggas out your home, your business. That's what works for me. Keep them away from you, you be just fine. Just get the motherfuckers in, all hell break loose. And that includes family members too. You keep them niggas out your damn home, you will have a lot of, relationships You know, I've been there for 25, 26 years. A lot of problems that I had was in that relationship to the point where I'm like, you know what? In many instances, I might have been a whole lot more happier without no relationship. I'm serious. This bullshit I went through with that nigga, for no reason. No reason at all. Over nothing. I never understood. We over here fighting over fucking nothing. Arguing over nothing. Well, that's just my thoughts. Yep. So I don't know. Well, again, today is, I'm about to give me some more coffee and give me some meat. It's almost 12 noon. I got up late today. I went to bed late last night. For some odd reason, what was I doing in here? For some reason, I got home from the gym. Like, I didn't leave the gym till about 11:30. I don't know why I was there so late, but I was. And then I came home and ate something. I didn't get to bed till like 2 o'clock. I don't know what I was doing over here. Oh, I was on the internet looking at some doing some research. So anyway, well, I look forward to reading you all's comments, and I'm sorry I was missing in action for a few days here. I need to take a break, my damn self. But I do, it is very concerning, this subject, you know. If you're not feeling well, and you're thinking about harming yourself or something, please call somebody and talk to them. Whether it's a family member or a friend. But try to get Fulton County, I live in Atlanta, Georgia, Fulton County, they have a mental health therapy. It's free. You can just walk in. You can make a phone call to the Fulton County Mental Health Department. Fulton County, I meant to research that, but I saw it on the news a few days ago how they have all this mental health therapy available for Fulton County residents, and nobody's using it. You know, we should be sitting up in church praying to Jesus, praying this out, but nobody's going to the what is available. We're gonna pray it away, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, these are just all my thoughts and opinions. So I look forward to reading you all. Today is Thursday. It's February 3rd. The year is 2022. I'm out of here, and I look forward to reading you all's comments and stuff. I enjoy the rest of your Thursday.